What's up, guys? I'm Matt Dameron. This is Daisy. Darcy the Rottweiler is laying at my feet. Guys, welcome back. Second episode. Still untitled. It might just stay untitled. Kind of like it like this. I don't know. Dude, freaking big week. Big week for me, man. I launched my vlog. The Dope as Usual podcast got released. Dude, it landed. And first of all, the love and support has been amazing. Dude, I announced the kind of launch of this right here on some of my social media accounts, and I just think it was silly, but I needed to let people know, that I'm actually doing this, and they want to tune in, they even care, because I know this is all oversaturated, and I don't know if anybody cares. And dude, I posted it, and overwhelming support came in. I set this up, and Yola was like, "Man, you gotta, start this thing." Started it, set it up, email, shot it, edited it, created a thumbnail, created a title. I was laying in bed, and I'm creating this, and I was like, "Man, I'm gonna schedule it to run, so I don't have to worry about it." The next day, Dope as Usual podcast is going to drop. And so I was trying to, hurry up and do it. And I got locked out of my YouTube account for some reason. And, man, I panicked. And I, stayed up till, 3 in the morning trying to, fix it. It wasn't fixed. Man, I just reached out to Yola. I just sent him a text message right when the podcast dropped. So I was just like, man, just my appreciation for him taking a risk and putting me on the podcast, and just much love. I have much love for that man. And he was like, "Oh, cool, man. You started YouTube yet?" And I was like, "No, I got locked out." He's like, "Well, you better figure it out quick. You better create a whole new one." And dude, I had to create a new one so quick, and I was so stressed out. Created a new one. Did record time for me, because I got ADD, so it's so I got it out, and the overwhelming support on the first episode. These episodes are only going to get better because I'm figuring it out, and I'm doing everything by myself. So these episodes are only going to get better, and we're going to figure this out together, man. It's going to be very exciting. But yeah, let's see. Dude, what's going on in the world today? Government shutdown is over. I wasn't really thinking about the whole government shutdown too much because it wasn't affecting me. And then all of a sudden, I'm traveling for comedy. I'm flying out. And when I was flying home from L.A., I got to the airport early, slept in the airport, woke up early in the morning, hit TSA, got through, got on the plane, everything's cool, good. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, because of the government shutdown, some flights delayed." So we pretty much had to wait in line. So we're on the tarmac, just waiting in line. There's a long line of planes waiting to take off. I even get back to North Carolina and landed on the tarmac in Raleigh, and it was long line to even get to the gate. I was supposed to be home around 6 o'clock. Now I'm getting home at 9, dead tired. But dude, it was so glad the government shutdown's over. There's a lot of finger pointing, right? I'm a centrist. I'm a libertarian type. I'm annoying. I'm annoying when it comes to politics. I love talking about it, but I am annoying when it comes to politics. And now, Democrats and Republicans are pointing fingers at each other, right? They're like, "You're the reason why the government shut down. You're the reason why the government shut down." And I'm just like, whose fault is it? And it came. I typed it in Chat GPT, and it was it's both of their faults. It's both of their faults why the government shut down. Yeah, because the government sucks. Republicans and Democrats suck, dude. I'm sorry. Both parties are corrupt. It's just what it is, Being a libertarian type is I can agree with both sides on some things, and I can disagree with both sides. I just want to be an independent thinker, man. And so like, and one thing I like brought to my attention was like, everybody was freaking out about SNAP benefits and like, you know, people's EBT cards and stuff like that. And I know people need that. People fall on hard times. And from my perspective, I think there are a lot of people taking advantage of the system, in my opinion. And I might be wrong, but I mean, there's like 56 million people depending on food stamps. What? And like, I'm watching all these interviews, right, of these people who are like, I'm having to use my own money to buy food. And I'm working a job. And you're getting benefits from the government? Dude, you're having to use your money for food. I used my money for food. Like, I'm barely scraping by. But I'm working. I'm doing like, so like I'm kind of confused over all that. I really am confused because I do think there's people taking advantage of the system. Like somebody said, like when you go to a state park, they have signs up and it says, "Do not feed the wild animals. Don't do it." Because if you feed the wild animals, then the animals become dependent on the people feeding them. Pretty weird, huh? So now now you're depending on the government to look out for you? A little sketchy because the government does suck, dude. Like I don't want to say too much stuff so this video gets taken down. But there was about 5 years ago, there was something that happened that shook everybody's lives up. And government did a lot of bad things and ruined a lot of people's lives. And some people were wrong. Some people were right. And now, like, we're here, 5 years later. People that are right are still getting demonized for their beliefs. Kind of weird. But anyway, enough of that freaking government talk, politics. They all suck, dude. And we'll talk about politics every now and then, man. We're going to touch on it. We're going to harp on it. But, man, last night I was watching this. I've been following the story. Her name's Trish Hyman. She's like a black lesbian chick. Evidently, she was at like Planet Fitness or Gold's Gym or something. A video went viral like a week ago. She was in the locker room getting dressed. She was naked. Trans woman came in the locker room, made her feel really uncomfortable. She started throwing a tantrum. She was like, "Get out of the locker room." She made it a whole thing, right? So yesterday, she's talking to. First of all, we're just going to insert the video. So like she's talking to a senator, right? We're just going to watch the video together, man. Trish Hyman is talking to Scott Wiener. First of all, Scott Wiener, hey man, change your name. That's freaking weird. Your last name's Wiener? Weird, dude. So we're just gonna watch this video together, and we're gonna talk about it.
I've read a lot of your bills, and like you said, there are bills that need to be opened up, and I'm telling you now, millions of women across America are being harassed and sexually assaulted in locker rooms. I'm a lesbian black woman. I'm not transphobic. I'm not homophobic. And I do respect a lot of the things you've done. But I do see a lot of these bills that you've passed that are dangerous for women and young children. And I understand that you're trying to be on a level playing field. And I'm here to represent my community because I hear a lot of things about my community in these bills. And I'm telling you as a woman, first and foremost, that this is dangerous and we need your help because you're in the office, you're going to go in the Polisky spot. I want to support you. I have millions of people behind me watching this right now, and we want to know, are you going to protect women? Not trans women, women. Trans women are different things. Women. Listen, we need to protect women's safety. I was assaulted. No, they are not. They are men. I was assaulted by one. He broke his wife's jaw so bad she needed reconstructive surgery. I'm a lesbian. I'm not transphobic and I'm black. So if there's another black woman in here who wants to tell me how they feel, please join in. But all of you are not. And I don't know who you are, what you are, but I'm a lesbian, and I'm telling you right now, men are harassing women in the locker room.
So, let's diagnose this video right quick. Strong, black, lesbian. Okay. And she talking to Scott, right? This is where everything went wrong. First of all, when you're stating facts, especially biologically facts, she's in the right. Like, she is in the right. She's not wrong. And she's talking, and then when a white male that sounds like they put estrogen in their coffee or free-base estrogen, and they say, you're wrong, trans women are women, that's where things escalated. She had enough. Like a white person telling a strong black lesbian that they're wrong when they're right, you just messed up. You just messed up. Dude, I'm a white dude, okay? And I know I know not to argue with an angry woman. You don't do that. An angry woman's always going to be right, even when you're wrong. But in this case, she's right. And then a little feeble, like, white liberal man's going to be like, no, trans women are women. Talking to an actual woman, you just escalated the situation. She stood up. She had enough. And I found that so funny. She was so passionate. She's trying to give the dude a chance. Like, are you going to protect women? Complete silence. And everybody's like, didn't you boot her? You said trans women are women. And then she was like, no, they're not. And I'm not transphobic. That's her opinion. I think she's right. I don't think she's transphobic. She just wants to feel like she's protected as a woman. And it's crazy that one person said she's wrong, and then another one went, boo. Boo. Like, no, you're wrong. She's right. You just escalated the situation. It was very, very funny. And I haven't even dove into the comments, but I lied. I did. I was kind of scrolling through the comments a little bit. I know there's bots and stuff try to aggravate people, but I clicked on it and I was like, we're on her side. She's right. It was pretty funny. And it's a good it's a good time. I just thought I felt like sharing that because it was very interesting. I was just watching that whole situation unravel, and it was escalating pretty quickly. And I was like, dude, this is where the situation went wrong. Man, yeah. What else did I do? Dude, last night, dude, I watched a little bit of Kill Tony. I heard about this guy, Kill Tony. And the first episode I released earlier this week, I explained about pursuing a dream, and I explained risking something and going for something, and quit being don't be comfortable in your life, man. Get out there. You got one life to live. You got to get out there and do it. You got to get out there and fail. You got to get out there and fall on your face. You got to get out there and do it. Or you can just sit at the job you hate and just be miserable the rest of your life. Figure it out. So, I heard about this episode of Kill Tony. I saw a clip that my buddy shared. His name's Dedrick Flynn from Atlanta, Georgia. Dedrick Flynn. And he is the prime example of, defining moments. Eminem, the movie 8 Mile. There was a defining moment in that movie where he's the rap battle, and he just freaking destroys the guy. This was this guy's moment. Dedrick Flynn, man, He signed up for Kill Tony 39 times. And I've signed up for Kill Tony a couple times when I'm in Austin, where I'm at the arena shows, and I sign up, and so I know what he's feeling in this moment. Like when you go, you sign up, you go through the line, you sign up, they put you in a holding cell, and you're watching the episode that's airing that like at that moment, the week before his episode is up, and you're watching that, and then the episode's going on next door at the Comedy Mothership. And you're just sitting there, and dude, you can scan the room of everybody that signed up and who's waiting to get called, and you can be like, "That's a comedian." Just why the way they're holding themselves, how they're like walking and talking and communicating with everybody. You're like, "Oh, he's a comedian." And then you see people who are like, "Oh, this is like a fan. This guy's like trying to be famous off of." I don't know. I saw a dude wearing a prison jumpsuit. And I was like, hey, that's weird. And probably not a comedian, okay? Kind of strange. There's people that aren't, necessarily comedians, or like people who are actually trying to do it full time. So when you're watching this show and you're seeing people get pulled and a dude comes out in a prison jumpsuit, has a horrible minute, not prepared, banking on the interview with Tony, expecting to have something happen, it's not going to end well. It's not. So this guy, man, they pulled his name, and he came out guns a-blazing. He was so prepared, it was unbelievable. This was his moment. He was not dilly-dallying around, man. Dedrick Flynn was coming with the heat. He came with the heat. He nailed his minute. He turned around, crushed his interview, and it was like Tony was like, dude, we're gonna do something. You want a job? The funny thing is about that, dude. I wrote down a timestamp. It's an hour and 12 minutes in, I think, is when it starts on the episode. It's Joe DeRosa. The guests are Joe DeRosa and Louis J. Gomez. But dude, I already lost my train of thought. But dude, like, oh yeah. Tony was like, "Hey, we're gonna do something. I'm gonna give you a job." And right when he said, "I'm gonna give you a job," Dedrick was like, "I'll take it." He doesn't even know what it is yet. He's just, "I'll take it. I'll do it." Man, so they made him a regular on the show. They made him a regular, and I was like, dude, the comedy world's so small, right? That you know everybody somehow, or you're one person away from knowing someone in this comedy world, because it's so small once you get into it. And man, I picked up the phone. I called my buddy Jay Legend. If you don't know who Jay Legend is, look him up. Instagram, Jay Legend. I think it's Jay Legend Comedy. First of all, that man right there, he's got what it takes. He's been on the road with me and David Lucas, and we swap off host feature kind of deal. And the times I have to follow him, it's tough. He's so freaking funny, dude. He's undeniably funny. And he's going to make it. I swear he's going to make it. I believe in this dude. Yeah, anyway, so I picked up the phone. I called him. And I was like, "Jay, you know this like Dedrick guy?" He was like, "Oh, yeah, that's my boy. I've known him for a while. Man, he deserves everything he got. We celebrated together that night." And I was like, dude, how cool is that? I was watching him perform, and I was laughing, and I was getting emotional at the same time, because I was like, dude, he is nailing his moment. That is it. He is nailing that moment. This could potentially, launch him in to like, I don't want to say something out of pocket, but this is the start of something pretty big for Dedrick Flynn. It's great. It's happy to see, dude. I hope to meet him sometime. Maybe next time I'll pop into Austin, Texas. Like I'll meet him. But that was his defining moment, man. It was insane. He crushed it, and I felt so happy. I didn't even know the guy, but since we're peers, we're in the same world, and I know what that man's gone through somewhat. Like all the open mics you go to. And I still go to open mics. I got something new I got to get off my chest. I'm going to open mic. I'm not too big for it. I'm popping in. I got to get this off my chest. I got a bomb. I got to see if it works or if it doesn't work or like figure it out. But man, seeing Dedrick, it was so inspiring. Check it out. Kill Tony. I think it's Joe DeRosa, Louis J. Gomez are the guests. An hour and 12 minutes, I do believe, is when they pull his name out of the hat. You're not going to regret it. The dude comes with the fire. Dude, that's it. I got some dates. I got a big headlining gig, man. Headlining Jacksonville, North Carolina at Playhouse Jacksonville. Playhouse. I think it's a nightclub. They do comedy shows there sometimes. It's a cool spot. I did one of my first headlining spots was at this club, so I'm returning back to it. It's a lot of fun. I'd love to see you there. I'll be posting the flyer on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Matt Dameron Comedy. And this feels gross to say, but now that I'm in this YouTube world, I love your support. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to come on this journey with me. We're going to keep growing this channel. I'm already kind of working on my little YouTube studio down in my basement right now, so I'm still in a bedroom corner. But yeah, dude, come along for the journey. Hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, Matt Dameron Comedy. Follow me on TikTok. From Daisy to my Rottweiler Darcy. Dude, I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you crush it. I hope you chase your dreams. I hope you get out there and do it. Hey, I love you. Have a good one.